First thing I want to mention that I was privileged to be part of the planning committee for this, and I give it to Rather that one of our last meetings, he said, look, we got to think about the coronavirus issue. It may impact us. We didn't think it would result in a postponement. Things have changed rapidly this week, not only day by day, but hour by hour. And we'll postpone, and we will keep this community aware as best we can of what the plans are. I started today talking to Rather early this morning. He asked me to come out to the school to do this film and to acknowledge our sponsors. I think your financial support has been outstanding this year. I think we were probably in line to raise the largest amount of money we have in this late winter spring event. I understand from Rather that no one who's been a sponsor has asked for their contribution back. That's fantastic. And we're going to make it up in an appropriate way. And I thank all the sponsors. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of them with their friends next year. Well, I'm happy to be introducing this student-sourced video that you're about to watch. The writing and the production and obviously the speaking is done by the students themselves. They work with a professional videographer that's connected with the school, and you're going to hear directly from them how the school impacts their lives, their families, their community, and the city as a whole.
Seeing Chicago evolve into this is honestly devastating, because this is where I come from. Most people say making it to 18 here is like a miracle.
Every time I leave the house, I tell my mom I love her, because once I walk out that door, anything can happen.
Growing up here is challenging. Every day there's a new lesson to learn, but maybe that's just the way life is.
Coming from this area, this time and place, it really does get draining. But I'ma always love Chicago.
No matter where I go, this place is my love. I always come back.
I'm addicted to Chicago. Every time I leave, I'm itching to come back because Chicago is in my heart.
I'd be ready to argue about Chicago. People say that the West Side is a bad place. No, I'll be ready to argue about that with anybody, period.
But it's complicated though. Sometimes this place is just too familiar. I want to see something different. How other people live, how other people think. See how other people do things outside of here. That's why I chose legal prep.
I came here because I wanted to do something different.
This was the only school that caught my interest, and that was because of the law program.
It teaches us how to think like a lawyer.
How to think outside the box.
We're in front of real judges in a real courtroom. It's fun, but what really made me love legal prep is the bond we all grew here.
It's like a real family bond.
The teachers, the staff, everyone, they love us.
They do what they can with the resources they have, no matter how limited they are.
And they are tough when they need to be.
They push us to be our best selves.
Pressure makes diamonds.
We know that we have an army behind our backs.
We know all that we can do, and with your help, we can show everyone.
I'm striving to break barriers.
For myself.
For my family. To prove that I came from here, Chicago, the West Side, and I still did it. You can help me.
And me.
And me too.
You can help all of us.
Help legal prep.
Help Chicago.
These were the remarks I plan to give. So our remarks are my sincere thanks to the Board of Directors of Legal Prep Academy for honoring both First American Bank and me personally as its general counsel this year. This May, Legal Prep will graduate its 5th class. It's been in operation as a school for 8 years. The occasion will mark the first class of Legal Prep alums who are graduating for college, and it will be the first year those alums will be headed to further education in graduate school and or their first post-collegiate careers. And my goal is that maybe in 4 or 5 years, I'll be attending and I'll hear our first alums are now associates at your law firms. And many years after that, If I'm still here, I'm going to hear that you're partners at those law firms, and that would bring joy, because I think that's the direction. I think our alums are going to change Chicago. What makes legal prep different? The concept that Rather and Sam developed was that it would be open enrollment. The curriculum and discipline would be rigorous. Sam and Rather understood that the per diem provided by the Chicago public school system to finance legal prep would not be adequate and sufficient to provide the social support and academic rigor that they had envisioned. Sam and Rather reached out to many of us, and particularly the legal community, to support the school, which we have over many years, and tonight would have been no exception. I think the amount raised is a substantial part of their fundraising for the year, and the fundraising is what separates the ordinary from the rigor that the school provides. So where does this lead us? Legal Prep Academy is a success. Not only has it graduated its 5th senior class, but it has allowed families in this community to grow. My message to everybody here is that I appreciate your support, but perhaps as importantly, I want the support to continue. And I want it to continue in 2 ways. One is I want the financial support, but as importantly, I want you to consider being involved with legal prep. Consider board or committee service, mentor a student. I want all of you to visit the school. I think when you do that, you'll see how well your money is being spent, and you will encourage your friends, colleagues, clients to also be part of this.